please, because Lily left off at us having some kind of portal open,
That was
and
where we left off.
Yeah.
okay, good, 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 good.
Yeah, that is exactly where we left off last game. As I think I'm gonna make this one very brief. But overall, everyone was kind of like still traveling through the woods, right? You're all still kind of like finding your way out of the Ornleaf woods, right? And it's been a few sessions that you've been like just traveling through the woods. You've also encountered this new companion, right, Vrelix, that belongs
Hello.
to a neighboring almost clan of Dragonborn as well. Uh, you've all also kind of like mildly learned that the Yetesh and his clan, the Hatfeju, right? That was how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Hatfeju, yeah, I think it was Hatfeju. Have had some history uh, that's maybe been a little rough, right? But that's still we're still getting there. Now, yeah, you traveled. You found a landmark that um, that was revealed to you by a tree, right? An animated tree in the woods. And so you found this landmark, and in the landmark, you also found this camp, this camp of damn damn it's been a while. I'm not really very fresh of the give me a sec of the Abishai. There we go. Yeah, of the Abishai.
And I can
And
name them all: 2 ogres, 2 black Abishai, and
yeah,
12 white Abishai.
yeah, just a little dead. I'm also a little sick. So, but yeah, you did find this Abishai camp and this small folk that had been captured and jailed by the Abishai. It also seems that these creatures they had been consuming the flesh of a small folk, and after a very epic battle where you all had this very intricate strategy planned for like defeating and like splitting the groups, you did manage to succeed and defeat this war band. You were also warned by a blue higher ranking, um, like Abishai general of the army of Nushgrith that you have 1 month to prepare back the Philiran capital for the assault, basically, for the full-on assault of the Abishai on the capital. And you all know that if you fail uh, that battle, basically, if you lose, well, then Drosy as a whole might be lost as well, right? So you'll definitely need to gather your strength and prepare. However, yes, that is roughly where we left off. As you were looking for supplies, you've just had gained a level, and we're looking for some miscellaneous supplies that you were carrying to power a teleportation circle that Rosemary was casting, right? Uh, this to transport the small folk to their home, basically, or the Fullerton capital
As close
as
to the
fast
home
as
as
you
we
could.
can based on spell restrictions.
Yeah, yeah, because you've all decided that it might, while it still could be very dangerous to use this wild magic, crystals and portal. It could also mean death for everyone and the small folk if you travel with them in a large group to the forest, right? So yeah, I think that is where we left off. As everyone, I believe Sing and Braylix, you were kind of like just standing off to the side, right? As Christoriel and Rose were both trying to cast a spell with this orange gems from the plane of air. And
All
I
right.
believe, yeah, I believe the exact moment was that Euros and Chris Real, it's been just like barely a few seconds that you've managed to stabilize this portal. However, Euros know that it won't last a lot. Let's just say that. If you want to use it, everyone will have to hop in quickly. If not, it will all be for nothing.
Yeah, I had, as Rose, Ellie told all the halflings and gnomes to stay approximately 25 feet away, therefore making a safety circle, but also within running distance for a round. They
Right.
listen to you.
Okay.
Glad they listened.
So, what are you all doing, fam?
Am I actively chanting to hold this open?
Let me check something. So this is a teleportation circle spell, right?
Yeah, once it's cast, you're done. You don't have to like
Okay.
hold
So
it. It only lasts 6 seconds traditionally.
yeah. However, this time
Bonus.
yeah, it, it will last 3 times as more as the original. So yeah, you've got time, and no, you don't need to keep chanting.
Okay. So I'm just shouting, "Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!" Trying to
Right.
get everybody through the circle.
Okay, so Sing, Vrelix, how are you reacting to all of this? Because I remember last session we are kind of like discussing this, and it seemed that Braylix seemed very intrigued by this. However, Sing was also kind of like just nervous about this whole situation. Considering last time.
Yeah, I have expected
How?
it to just completely blow up and kill all of us immediately.
Yeah, or maybe just transport you to the middle of the multiverse again.
Like, Sing's definitely very hesitant and is really just definitely not the first one in that portal.
All right. I think the first ones would definitely be the small folk, right? They've definitely got nothing to lose, and if you're trying to help, you'd maybe see them walk one by one into the portal very quickly, and you'd see them just vanish and disappear through this yeah, basically this circle of magic. However, you see them disappear in the blink of an eye. So as soon as they step in the portal, you see this flash of orange arcane magic, and in a split second, they're no longer there. Right? There's like just this sap, and they're gone, very very quickly. They go one by one, and you all see, including your family, Chris Riddle. They all also seem to be waiting there for the small
I know
folk
they
to
were
enter
nervous.
first. Yeah. However, Sprout, in the other hand, seems to be just watching there, uh, with distance. To the portal. I mean,
Well, I look at little Rosemary. Just it's one of those things where Chris Real doesn't exactly know arcane magic. It's just more of a did this work?
Presume I know that it worked.
It didn't explode. So
did you? Wink, wink.
do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Do I? Roll.
I mean, you think so, yeah, but
It's a
uh,
95% confidence interval.
I
yeah,
feel like it's less than that.
I'll just look at her and say yes, even though I'm like, you can still see that there's like the slightest bit of doubt on my face, but I'll go ahead and tell her yes, it worked. We just need them to go now.
Felix is gonna walk through. He's gonna be like, "Oh, it worked. Let's go."
Fucking gamer
yeah.
move.
God.
And just if I remember correctly, you were trying to link this teleportation circle to Kevin Astok,
Yeah, it's in Kevin
right?
Noss's tower. He's about to have a very
Okay.
interesting day.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. just
Why are
making
there
sure.
30 naked small folk?
No, that is wrong. No. Okay. Okay. So you walk in, Vrelix. All right. I would say that at the moment you walk in, there were still like just like maybe a few, like maybe 3 or 4 small folk that were remaining to enter through the portal. For Vrelix, you kind of like just dive in, and everyone you see this massive, towering black dragonborn, just step into the runes in the circle, and he just vanishes as well. There's like this sap engine. Frelix is no longer there.
Well, I guess
And
if I die, I die. I'll follow along.
like I said, there is still like this like strands of magical energy that are powering the circle with this like raw improvised materials. Remember the gems?
You.
And as they're powering the spell, the gems are like shaking. All right, and yeah, basically,
Well, Chris Real will look at Rose and say,
they're also cracking a little.
I trust you. And I look at it to my family and say, let's hurry. And I'm fucking going in. I trust my
All
friend. If
right.
she says it works, I trust her. I think
I guess
Sink
we're sending
said.
everybody through.
I think Sing said she's just fucking YOLOing it.
Yeah. I either die right now here, or I die after everybody else is dead, and I'm just on my own.
Better to die than to die alone.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I was just grabbing a bite, but yeah. So you
But
walked in, Chris Real, and then who else? No one else yet.
I'm making sure everybody else goes through, and I'm waving at everybody to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, there's the
Yep, we
family.
all going through.
Okay, you've not gone through, right, Sing?
I have. I went after Vrelix.
She just went,
Oh,
fuck it.
I imagine the most fuck it face in Sing's face. Just you know what, like whatever.
Yeah, I have lost my single fuck to give for the day. I need a long rest to get a new one.
You like you know what fucking ever. I don't care. Yeah, you walk in, and like I said, for everyone else, you just see her banish. And I'd say that maybe at that point you were still there, Chris Real. So you see saying 0 fucks given, with just like this very blank expression in her face, just take a step into the portal and disappear
Perfect.
in a flash of orange light. Um, However, Chris Real, would you wait your family to go in first, or would you go in first yourself?
I want to show them that I trust Rosemary with my life enough to go in this portal, so I will
Okay.
go in first.
Okay.
This is
I would say
less
that,
of a I wouldn't wait for them, but more of a demonstration of this is safe. Trust me.
and then you turn to dust, right? Nah, you kind of like just look back and you kind of like just nod at all your family members. I think they all look fine except for your brother.
The only one who knows what magic bullshit we just committed.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, you have done things that should not be possible.
Yeah, everyone seems cool except like Boryax. You can see like he seems just mm, it's he doesn't it's like a I don't know how to feel kind of face. It's this mm, kind of like just pressing your lips together very tightly and like your eyes wide open. But you walk in, and also I have to mention this again, um, Rose. But I'm very proud of you that you managed to pull this off because this is like some professor level shit
Hell
for
yeah.
a wizard. Yeah,
Everyone else will
like
be
this
proud.
is yeah, this is some like damn some advanced stuff, and you managed to pull it off with just some weird raw material. So it's something. I mean, you still had the power of the gems, but it was very difficult.
Sure
Um,
it was.
so yeah, big moment for Rose. You know what? I'll give her an inspiration point too.
Yo!
So yeah. Add her an inspiration because this was creative and fun, and you managed to pull it off and not kill everyone. So I'm proud. But yeah, you walk in, Chris Real, and you disappear into the void of teleportation magic. I will say that very, very, very soon after, because remember, this is just like this is happening in a matter of seconds. I think, right? Everyone's just like one, 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 one. No time to think, really. Uh, in a matter of a few seconds, Rose, which I think you're the only party member that's not entered through a portal.
Yeah, I'm making sure
And
everybody else goes through first, and then, cause that way, if I leave, nobody's left behind and just fucked.
right, right, right. So you kind of like just wait, and you see one by one, very quickly too. Everyone in the Yatesh family clan enters the portal. Obviously, it seems Thamelia, Krisriel's mother, is kind of like waiting for everyone else to enter the portal first, and then she hops in as well, right? Disappearing a sap of light. Until I believe everyone should have entered the portal except Euros and Sprout. And it seems that the portal just barely has just a few more seconds before it, the magic from the gems runs out, basically, until the
Trying to
portal's out
wave
of
him
fuel.
through. But if he doesn't look like he's gonna go, then I will just step through the last possible second.
I think Sprout would look at you in the eyes, Rose, before you enter the portal, and he'd say, "I'm not stepping in that portal. I'm sorry, Rose." As he says this, he would be like taking a few steps back and say, "Good luck." He seems always like choked in his own words, but you may step in the portal, Rose.
It sucks, but you know, that's what he wants to do.
You find what is that, Louis? Um, but damn, yeah, that moment, knowing that there's literally no other option unless you want to stay there and recast this whole thing. You don't even have the gems for Sprouts. This seems like it could be a temporal or permanent goodbye. As you step in the portal and you last see him just standing there, still a few feet away from the portal as you vanish. But yeah. And now everyone has vanished into the void of this teleportation circles magic. Right? And this is where the fun begins.
Let's go.
So, let's see. Who wants to roll a d20 for me first?
Nope, not me.
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, Raelix volunteers.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, not a d20, a d6, a die 6.
Oh,
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
It's even more specific.
yeah, a die 6.
We went from a 2 to a 5.
What you got? A 5?
Yeah, he got a 5.
Okay. So, Braylix, for a moment there, you're kind of like just. It's all just for like a split second, and you feel like you're just kind of like floating in this dark, infinite void. until you hear another flash of light similar to the one you heard seconds before you were transported here when you entered the teleportation circle. And you kind of like just reappear, and you are inside a a chamber that very much looks like an office. All right, it's it's a very beautiful, spacious office where you see there are two shelves, like bookshelves. There are completely lined with like ancient books and tomes. You can also see an old full plate armor displayed and uh, some stairs that lead up to like some second floor within this same chamber. And the one you appear in this place, and you kind of like just appear mid air also. All right, so kind of like just appear and you start falling to the ground, obviously due to gravity, and you fall on a very beautiful, very expensive, probably oak desk,
Oh no.
which you completely crash and destroy as your full, the weight of your sword in your back and your armor and your body like just completely falls on top of this desk,
Fralix
and
from
you
the top
hear
rope!
and you hear like this you hear three distinct voices like gasps and screams as you kind of like just fall and bang. You're kind of like just laying there uh basically in what is this like desk that's been like split in half. uh so yeah, you're kind of like just laying there, and if you look around you see to your left. So yeah, like looking to your left, you'd see this like window, this like almost like this stained glass window, where you'd see another very fancy looking chair. All right, actually, give me a sec. Let me see if I can find this little picture because I think some of you guys might remember this, right? Give me a sec. All right, let me know if you can see the picture I'm showing you, everyone, in roll 20.
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
home sweet.
All right, so Relix, you fell on top of this desk. You see this desk over here?
The desk no more.
It's just a desk. It doesn't matter.
There. All right. So kind of like just appeared suspended in the air, like taller than this chandelier-ish thing right here.
Ooh, that's
So
gonna hit.
yeah, so you kind of like just fell. Yeah, you actually take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from that. So take note. Did you take 5 points of bludgeoning as you fall there over this desk? And what I meant to say is that you kind of like look over to your left and you see these windows, right? I was saying you see this window and you see this other very fancy chair. And sitting on the chair, you see a man. Uh, at first glance, kind of like just looks like a young man that wears this casual yet still very expensive looking gray robes, and this man has very pale skin and a relatively short beard, brown beard. He wears a very pointy wizard's hat. He it also seems to be like leaning on the chair itself. Is also like this very beautiful staff, and this man kind of like just leans over and is like just looking at you, like directly in the eyes, just like he looks very very confused. And let me check something. Wait. because you also heard there were other voices.
Oh god, don't kill the halfling.
Right. Yeah, give me a sec. There we go. So you see that sitting on another like yeah, it's like a stool basically. In front of well the sorry it's not is it called a stool? Yeah, it's a stool, right? Like these
Yes.
little chairs. Okay, yeah. So there's like this stool that was in front of the desk that you had just completely destroyed right now. Uh, you look over and you see that sitting on one of the stools, there's two. There is a young half orc woman, all right, that wears hide armor, and it's kind of like also just like raising one of her eyebrows, and it's just like looking at you. And in the other stool, you see another human woman, a very beautiful, pale, blonde woman that wears studded leather armor. She is looking at you in horror, not confused like the half-orc woman and this man, but rather just horror as she like slowly starts beginning to stand up from the stool and just like pulling her pulling her sword from her sheath, as she seems to also be carrying like a longsword that's hanging from her belt. But yeah, I think that is your current scene, Vrelix, and I'll let you act very soon. But who wants to go next and see where they pop up in this tower?
Oh, great. I guess I'll go next since I was the one after Raelix.
Yep. Ping!
To roll e6.
It's a die 6. Hope and pray you don't actually like appear on top of Vrelix.
That'd be fucking funny.
Two. Hopefully
What do you roll?
not.
A2?
Uh,
Okay. Let me check. Give me a sec. Notes, notes, notes. Ah, yes. Of course.
oh no.
You're gonna love this, Sparrow. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so you sing. Also, you kind of like just appear. Thankfully, you do not appear suspended up in the air, so you do not fall as you appear. However, you appear next to a desk as well. All right. However, for you, it is not inside Kevin's office. But yeah, I think you were here before. Um, you were here before. So give me a sec.
Was it
Looking
downstairs in
for.
the fucky area?
Oh god, I hope
Give me a sec. Just so the picture is painted a little clearer, because I think you might remember what I'm about to show you.
I don't want to.
There we go. Yeah, let me know if you remember this place. Sing.
Oh, okay, this isn't bad.
You remember or not really?
This is like the guild place, isn't it?
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, I remember this
Yeah.
place. This isn't
So
even in the
kinda-
tower.
It is in the tower.
It's just like on
It
the bottom
is?
floor, and we teleported up, and then we
Yeah.
kind of went down a slide.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Wizard
This
towers,
is
man, they're fucky.
yeah. This is the bottom. Remember, the bottom of the tower was like the guild house, basically. Yeah.
Alright
So
then.
so Sing, you kind of like appear next to the secretary's desk here.
Ah, perfect.
All right. It's you kind of like just pop, and you definitely hear her scream as you literally just pop out of nowhere.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. You basically just appear, pop out of nowhere, there,
Now, here's the
and
question: can she
yeah.
catch herself with floating?
Luckily, I'm not floating. Luckily.
Yeah. Luckily.
I just appear.
Yeah, and
I'm
I will
saying
say,
is,
luckily.
yeah, luckily. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, Sing, yes, you appear here, and you hear the screaming from this elven woman. I don't know if you remember her. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it was this very beautiful, pale, uniformed, elven woman uh, that was basically like the receptionist, secretary of this adventurers guild. That she just, screams out of her lungs, and you see that she isn't the only one currently inside the lobby of the guild, as you feel uh the the piercing looks of more than a dozen people. They were kind of like just sitting at the tables, hanging out, looking at some like uh, hanging jobs at the job board. Just like very slowly look over at your direction. Sing.
I don't like people looking at me like this.
So you definitely feel the pressuring social anxiety right now.
I haven't felt it since I've been in court. Oh my god, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, as you feel this looks basically. But this is your scene, and like I said, I'll let you act in a moment. But who wants to go next?
Oh boy,
Let's
it's
see where
me,
they
your
find it.
girl. I really almost hope I get a 5 because that'd be really funny. Damn it, I got a 1.
You got a 1?
Yes.
At the very top of the tower.
Whoop! Ah!
That's fine, just
Okay.
on the roof.
You're actually not at the tower. You're back at the middle of the multiverse.
Shit, not again!
You
Well,
ready to say hi? You ready to say hi again?
to
To
Fatty!
That's your fatty. Yeah. Okay, a 1. Let's see. My dear Chris Real, let's see.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Oh boy. By the way, I will show you also. So
Oh no.
this is more for like this is the man I described. You see, right,
Ah, yes.
with the beard and with the very pointy wizard hat. I was just like sitting there in the fancy chair as you just ruined the
He's
desk.
got a big hat.
He's got a big hat. Yeah.
He's a wizard. He can fix his own chair and desk. It's fine.
Right.
We need to get
So
Perennia a hat
Criswell,
that big. Anyway, yes.
you will spawn basically
I like this.
here. I just have to show you. Wait. So this one's really good.
I'm enjoying these fucked up battle royale mechanics, yes.
Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this place. It's gonna bring so many good memories. So many. And bam, let me see if you can see
Ah,
the
yes, I
place.
get down here. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you're seeing it, right?
Yep.
Can everyone else see it, or do they not have vision
I just
of the
need
place?
a boy.
I cannot. But I can assume.
Good.
It's
I'll
just me down
describe the
here, don't
place.
worry.
Yeah. So for you, Chrisville, you do actually appear in a place you see a teleportation circle. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. So you appear in this place. Behind you, you see this very tall bookshelves, right?
I don't want to
You
be
see,
in here with the invisible brain creatures.
yeah. You also see a platform there, and you can still see there is the materials for a ritual there,
The anti-parasitical ritual.
right? And you see this huge tank over here. Remember where you see this giant like eel-like creature, right? That's kind of like just swimming in the tank. You see this other platform where you see a lot of very different and diverse supplies, right? So like books and vials, potions, um, and other very interesting uh, devices of study. You'd think, but yeah, you're down here. You don't see anyone else at the moment.
Concern.
All right. So yeah, this is also your scene for now.
And
So
then Rose.
yeah, let's do the PCs first. So Rose,
Oh boy, where do I turn?
I hope 30 halflings land on Vrelix.
I got a 6.
you got a 6. All right,
We have literally covered almost the whole spectrum of extremes.
you have. However, Rose is the extreme.
Oh no.
All right, Rose, you are the one that actually spawns at the very top of the tower.
Oh no.
So kind of like just, and I don't mean like I don't mean in a safe space. How do I describe this? So at the very top of Cavanagh Tower, there is like this dome like ceiling, if that makes sense, right? It's not like a flat top tower. No. Like I said, there's this dome, so you actually appear like just basically standing on the dome. You know, just like maybe a few feet uh, fr- from walking to your death, basically. So you maybe have to be a little careful there. But you do appear, and you are on top of the tower. From where, yes, it is a little scary. You're small, but it also feels like you're in the top of the world, right? As you kind of like look around you and you see the very beautiful, the very beautiful picture of the Felorian capital, right? Where you see the other very beautiful towering towers in the other districts of this large city. Because I don't know if you remember, but I will show you this art again. Give me a sec. Mm, where did I put it? Let me check if I didn't. There we go. Yeah, let me know if you can see it. Remember this one shows it like in the nighttime, and it's not
Yeah.
nighttime, but I think you might remember this art, right?
Oh, I love this place.
Yeah.
Very Hogwartsian.
I have
Yeah.
plans that I'm thinking of.
So you're standing there, Rose, on the roof of this dome atop of the tower, hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the sky. But you do see this very beautiful scape of the city. Right, you can see the castle, the townhouses, the other towers, and I mean it's just beautiful.
Gorgeous, but now how the fuck am I gonna get down?
And that is up to you, sweetie. Good luck.
Wow. Why is it Rose always gets the tall ones? She's the one who goes into a tree and does the fucking Tarzan down. Bunk, 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 bunk. Now she's the fucking
Yeah.
top of a tower.
It is.
Just don't fall. Don't
You
fall.
got the fly
Don't.
spell? You might want to.
I feel like
I
Sim
did
should have
not
been
mean
the
to
one
send
up
that,
there.
but I'm
I
trying to
think you have
think.
fly. If you don't have fly, oh boy.
I don't, but
Oh boy.
I think I have some ideas.
Okay.
Mostly
However,
including Is there a window anywhere within 30 feet of me?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Mostly it involves just trying to knock on things.
Yeah, you can feel like the very strong wind hit your face. Right? It's definitely a little cold as well up here.
We should see if you have any friends.
It's like being on top of the Empire State, you know? Like the kind of like a very strong wind that you feel hits your face. Yeah.
Actually, sending the prestidigitation spell kind of did make me think of maybe I can just try to put a sign that I'm up here, like a Batman signal or something. Right, just help in the sky. Do like a rose and an up here.
I don't think you can make it big enough that you'd be seen.
Oh,
Probably not.
gross.
I'll figure it out.
Screaming is a free action.
Indeed it is. Rose also
Screaming.
starts doing that.
Yeah, remember screaming is always an option. Hey, I found her. I think I found the art of the secretary. You see Sing, you ready?
Give us the lady.
Look at her. She seems just look at her.
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
Remember
She was
her?
decent. Yeah.
Well, she is now screaming at your face right now.
I'm so sorry.
But who wants to go ahead and see where everyone fucking else appears?
I'll do
On
it.
the tower? All right, because I think this is gonna be interesting to say the least.
Oh, shit, I
Oh
really hope
boy.
they don't roll a 6.
Shut the
That
fuck
would
up.
be so bad.
Shut the fuck up.
If they roll a 6, they might spawn in the same space as you, and they could push you, Rose. So we'll have to be careful with that.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
up. I'm
this
gonna
is
throw
gonna
up.
be fun.
Does someone else want to roll? I think I
So,
may change my
I-
mind.
They're
Yeah.
not.
I'll do it since I was the one in charge of the spell, I
Let's
guess.
do
Half-one
good
operation.
old Braylix first.
Ah, the
Because
chaos bastard.
Yeah. Who wants to roll for him? I like doing my players because, you know, it's engaging and I like having fun with you guys. So, who wants to roll for him?
What are we rolling for?
Didn't
D6.
he already roll for where he landed?
He didn't. No.
What?
What?
Me? I did.
Sorry.
I was
Voryax.
Voriax. Too many
Voriax, okay.
V's.
Yeah, the rest of the dragon family.
Damn,
Oh,
I
we
was
do these ones
gaslighting
individually.
here. I was
Yeah,
gaslighting.
Chris
Actually,
Royale, you get to do your fame. Oh no!
Hey, I put the wizard up there
Sorry.
with you. Nothing like two wizards together on the ceiling.
Maybe he has fly.
Oh no.
Hey, Voriax, you got the fly spell.
Rose, just like a few moments like later as you peer there, you hear this and Boryak's there. Yeah, I'd say he appears in the same square, like, you know, space as you were standing because I don't believe, were you moving
I'm
before?
probably walking around trying to look at where I need to go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I remember you were saying that you were looking for like a window, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, I'm being very careful, and I imagine there's, like, a tiny little ledge in a circle around where I'm trying to walk. And I'm just being very, very careful and just clinging as hard as I can to where I'm standing, but
Oh my
still
god, I'm
looking.
scared. Okay,
So I would have stepped out of that square.
because the sound of the teleportation magic would startle you, roll a dexterity saving throw, Rose, as you are trying like to very slowly move
Oh
the
no.
stone. What
It's
do you
a
get?
9.
Wait, you have inspiration.
A nine?
Use your inspiration.
Yes!
Yeah, you have inspiration.
Also, I have arcane. What is it? It's one of these things.
Yeah, remember your inspiration.
Use your
This one might save you
abilities.
right now.
Don't get.
Because you really do not want to fall
Oh, I
hundreds of
know.
feet. down.
Inspire yourself to stay alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll use an inspiration. What does that do again?
Roll
Is that
again.
another
It's
roll?
advantage.
Yeah, it's advantage or reroll? Advantage, right?
Yeah, so in this case it'd be a reroll.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
A 10?
And if a +4 gets me there, I also have arcane deflection, I think it's called. Yeah, arcane deflection.
Okay, can you link it for me? Okay, I see it. Let me see. Okay, you fail a
+4
saving
bonus
throw.
to that saving throw.
If you fail it. Does a 10 fail?
A 10 fails. Yeah.
Yeah. Does a +4 help?
So that would be total 14, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You would need it a 15
Fuck!
to succeed. Oh, don't
I
worry.
have
Don't
another
worry.
inspiration. I'll use that if I have to.
You're not just gonna simply die, all right? You're not just gonna. Okay, you fall, you die now. All right. Yeah, no. So I would say, so you hear this magic, and you're like, ah, and then you kind of like slip, and you begin falling. So you start like sliding down the dome, like structure, if that makes sense, right? Like a slide almost. Just, and I believe you would be perhaps, crying, screaming, or both. How,
All
or
of the above.
okay, all of the above.
Yes.
As you are falling, Rose, you would see that it's like near the bottom of the structure that is, the dome itself. As you're like sliding down, uh, you would see some, some designs on the architecture of the tower, and some windows. All right. Again, attached to like near the bottom of the dome. So I would let you use your reaction to try and roll another deck save to grab an edge, basically.
Come on,
Let's see
baby.
here.
All right.
Yes.
17.
You succeed.
Thank God.
As you are just just falling, and you grab an edge. Uh, and you kind of like just holding. You're definitely like hanging, Rose. Right, like your feet are hanging there, and if you look down, like you know what? Don't look down. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna look down. I know that rule.
Yeah, like don't look down. You're like holding there, and I'd say that yeah, you managed to like climb yourself a little, and you would now be kind of like resting, sitting, or standing. It's up to you on what would be basically like. What do you call that
A
actually, Dex?
windowsill?
There in English, exactly the windowsill. That's the word in English. Damn, I always sometimes know in Spanish, but not English.
I
Yeah,
got you.
so, yeah,
It happened.
yeah. It definitely would be like this little like platform basically that some windows have in like big cities. I know you've seen them even in
Yeah.
houses, right?
Yeah.
This is basically just a windowsill. Uh, there are some flowers and pots there, so you have to be a little careful.
I will trample those
Maybe.
flowers if I have to. I don't care. I'm
Just hope that
trying
they
to
don't,
scramble up.
fall on top of someone's head down there. But yeah, you basically be there right now,
For one
holding
thing,
on
at least being
to the
small
windowsill.
helps me here because I can fit on the ledge easier.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna like, if there's a window, I'm gonna start pounding on the window, and I'm also kind of yelling vaguely up to where I just was, at where the noise was, and is anybody up there?
Yeah,
Hello?
you don't know who it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, but that's why I'm yelling to try to find out.
Okay. If you yell that, you'd hear a voice back say, "Oh my God! Did I kill you? Just kill someone."
Not dead, just very scared. Who is it?
It's Boreax.
Do you know Fly?
Oh wait, maybe. He was panicking. Let me check.
I
Uh,
100% hope it was actually. No, wait a minute.
yeah. They're like, no, wait a minute. Oh my god, he does have fly. He has fly.
Yo!
Yeah. He says, "Wait, yes." All right. But anyway, let's continue. So, who wants to roll for the other family member,
Please don't make
which
me, because apparently I shouldn't.
which would be, you know what? I think the next one is gonna be Narcio.
I want him to land on Frelix. I want him to land on Frelix.
I gotta fight Narciar.
Do it. You know what, Frelix? You should roll for him. Go for it.
Yeah, let's go.
My dreams come true today.
Oh God, Vrelix, my boy.
That poor desk will never recover.
That poor
Badass.
death.
This thing
That
just
poor.
splinters by the end.
That poor floor will never recover. uh, Vrelix, I would say at this point, I know I haven't let you act a lot, but you were maybe kind of like just like still standing there. You were still like in this room, uh, over this broken desk. And the moment you're like, okay, all right, time to do something, say something, you hear this sound again on top of you. And for the brief moment you do actually manage to look up, you see this other massive, muscular, dragon born figure that falls on top of you, and you take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
I was like,
Yeah.
bumbling oaf.
So it's just this. And I think at this point, like this man, by the way, Relix, is not even panicking. I think at this point he would kind of be like just rubbing his eyes, just like, oh my god, like just just can't believe the situation. At this
To be
point.
honest, it's to be expected when you encounter Braylix.
Actually, you know what? I gave Rose a little moment there. So now, Relix, what would you do? Like what? What would you do as you're now being crushed by this other dragonborn? You see this man, this half-orc woman, and this other human woman that has just drawn her sword and is just like she's just like looking at you with the combination of terror and confusion.
I'll just push Narciar aside and I'll just stand up like, does the name Grisriel mean anything to you?
The moment you say this man kind of like just stares at you with like this blank expression in his face, and he says, of course, Chris Real. Yes, yes, It means something. What is the meaning of this?
I don't truly understand. We went through a portal made by a wizard of their group, and we are here.
My desk.
Have you seen the gnomes and halflings? There was around 30 of them. They're not, it's not hard to miss them, they're naked, kind of stand out.
This point, the half-orc woman. Let me actually. If you're in roll 20, you should be able to see. Can you see her?
Yes, I
I
like
do.
her. So will Rosemary.
Right. Can you see her? Like, does her picture like pop up in roll 20?
Yeah,
It did.
Okay. Good. Some of you might remember her. She was introduced before, though. But yeah, it was a while ago.
And
She
Baron with them.
she would kind of like just look over at this man with which is Kevin us, and she would say, Grandmaster, should I just kill them? And Kevin Oz would look over her and say, no, 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 no killing. They're I don't think I've seen you before. He's now helping you up, Vrelix.
I'll kind of
You
just push aside and just stand up on my own.
okay? So you begin standing up on your own, and this half-orc woman, right? Like she is like glaring at you. All right. She 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 she's giving you this the most. It's like a rude look, you know. It's kind of like just eyeing you, like looking down at you. Um, as you stand up, and Kevinas, he seems to look at Narciar, and he says, "Well, you I recognize." As he just like crouches and begins trying to help Narciar up. Narciar's kind of like just kind of like just kind of like just rubbing his temple, basically, just and says, "Oh, where did it work? Did it work? No, no, boy, where am I? No, oh,
You're
Kevinas.
you live.
Oh, it's really you." And you'd see if Relix Narciar he'd hug this man, and in comparison to him, this man is just like very small, frail, and skinny. you know, Narciar and you are just like this huge, dragonborn uh, folk, basically. The man's small and frail. Looks like.
Who is
Um,
this tiny?
what are you saying again?
Who is this tiny man?
Oh, okay. I'd say that at this point, the other blonde woman would speak, the human. Let me know if you can also see her art pop up in Roll20. You see it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So her, Velix, that was kind of like pointing her longsword at you. She speaks up and says, "Should probably address him with much more respect. He is Kevinas. You've seen. He's Grandmaster here." She seems confused. Would you like look over, speak to her, or would you just like kind of like shrug her up, basically, or just like
I'd
brush
hear
her off?
what she said and I'd be like, oh, hello there, Cavanos.
All right. As you say this, Kevinas sighs just, and he extends his hand, his arm towards you, kind of like shake hands, and says, "It's nice meeting you. What's your name, young man?"
Vrelix. Vrelix Hotveyu.
Feyu. Interesting. Hmm. All right, now we're gonna roll it again. Who's gonna help me with that? Because someone else might pop in this room as well.
I can do it.
We'll each take a turn.
Okay.
Wait,
So it's
this
between
time
me and
we're
Sing.
gonna do mom. We're gonna do Mama Bear.
You want to do Mama Bear? Who wants to do Mama Bear?
Yeah.
Sing, you want to, or you want me to?
Sure, I'll do it. A D6.
What'd you
There
roll?
she is.
Five.
Dunk!
Oh, there she is. This is
Don't
getting
worry, Mama's
ridiculous.
gonna come in the situation.
Everybody who is large and heavy who gets transported to that room
By the
specifically
way,
to play that
there's
desk.
already like a fucking crater in the fucking floor beneath the desk.
Let's see if we can't make more of that.
And Kevin asks, like just says, as he is saying, the Hadviju clan, interesting. There's boom, and there's like this very loud noise from the teleportation magic, and it's Themilia that she appears and she falls over the already broken desk, and this crater in the floor becomes even, it's terrible. All right, it's terrible. You can already see like the stone beneath the very fancy like wooden planks. Um, but she falls there. She very slowly kind of like raise her head, kind of like just look around. She'd see you, Frelix, and Narciar, and Kevinas. And I'd say that at this moment, Frelix, you see Kevinas. Uh, he seems obviously like spooked by the other very sudden loud noise behind him, but he like slowly turns around. And the moment he sees Amelia, his eyes, uh, his eyes almost kind of like just, how do I put this?
Widen
Not necessarily they
surprise or
widen, of course,
Pop out.
but there's definitely like this spark in his eyes as he sees her. All right, but let's go ahead. Who's next?
Guess it's my turn now. Who's going? Who am I rolling for?
This one's gonna
I have
be
two
Shalin.
sisters, a father, and a brother.
Yeah,
No, my brothers are both done.
Shalin.
My father and my
Yeah.
sisters, yeah.
Yep. Shalin.
My mouse is stuck. My mouse is stuck. Oh no.
Your
If
mouse
you
is
roll
stuck.
another 5, I swear to God.
I
Do
will roll as
it.
soon as my computer will let me, but it has
Everyone's
decided
gonna
it does
show
not
up
want
here.
to do anything.
I'll do it while you're stuck, Rose.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a 6. Oh no!
Uh,
Oh
my
no.
god.
Hello, have fun on the roof, Shalin.
well, you know
Don't
the
let
drill.
me roll things apparently.
This definitely happens as Boryax was telling you,
Yeah, I know
Rose.
fly. Ah!
You scream. And it's the father. Thankfully, Shalin's very light on his feet. He's very dexterous, right? So Gallic just appears there and just like, whoa, what's going on? You know, feeling the fresh air, looking around, seeing,
Catches his son.
there's definitely a very beautiful view of the Florian capital, but still, like, what the hell, right? So yeah, all right, all right, we'll get there. Now, who wants to roll for the sister? Separately, of course.
I'll do one for baby sis.
Okay.
Sing, you have a friend.
Ooh.
Thank
Ooh.
goodness.
Okay, so I will say that is for Susie's.
Okay.
Let's do Ishmelia.
I'll do both.
I
For
don't think I've spoken a single time to this girl.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
I hope it was the dexterous twin that managed to land up there.
Oh no.
Which one is the Shmelia? Please tell me she's the dexterous one.
Mm,
oh no.
B is a dexterous one. Yeah.
Thank God.
All right.
I am vastly
Sing.
amused with the concept of two wizards, a monk, and a rogue just on the roof. Ah!
All right. Let's see. We haven't had given
30
a
halflings don't show
chance
up.
to act, to sing in Chris Real. So, with this though, I would say sing. As you kind of like just stand there for a few seconds, you see everyone's kind of just looking at you down there. The secretary, she just scram, like she screamed at the side of you, just very randomly popping up there in the lobby. You hear the noise again, and as you turn to sing, you see the very small, young Susie's, one of Chris Real's younger siblings, appear there as well. The moment she appears, everyone also kind of like just looks over, sees her, and she definitely seems terrified at the sight of all this non-dragonborn humanoids looking directly at her. Asks, "What do you do, Sing?" I'm actually curious to see what you do in this situation. What do you do?
Is she continuing to scream in my face, or is it
No,
just
yeah, no, it's more like a, and then like she like stopped there,
yep? And
right?
just kind of like awkwardly putting my hand on her desk, like, "Hi, I'm here to see Kevin. Do you know where he is?"
She, her name is Lucia. I don't know if you remember that, but your character
I don't, and I
might.
don't think Sting would. I don't think Sting would.
Yeah, yeah. You would still see it because she's wearing this like kind of like tag pin with her
That's
name
great
on
name
it
tag, yes.
in common. And she also wears this like very, like this very like intellectual looking glasses. This woman, this elven woman, right? As she looks at you uh, and says, "Oh, what, oh, oh, boy, what is going on here? Is this
Oh,
some
just
kind of prank or? Oh my god!"
um experimental uh teleportation magic kind of went awry, it seems.
Everyone's still like looking at you as Lucia she looks at you, still looking at you and saying not really the dragonborn child. Uh, she'd say, "Kevinas is momentarily occupied, but I could try and schedule you in." Oh my god, she still seems a little shaken by this whole situation.
Poor lady.
Yeah.
Where should I start heading? Because it's not just me. Several other people were supposed to be with me, and I assume that that is where they will be meeting with him.
He looks around the room and says, "Who? Who else?"
Chris Real, a very nice girl named Rosemary. There might be several other, many Dragonborn and a lot of halflings.
Oh yeah, yeah, Crazy the priestess woman.
Yes,
I heard she was involved in the upcoming wars. Everything all right?
yes. That's why we're here. It's kind of urgent that we speak to Kevinas.
I see. I'll I'll send him a message. Give me a moment. And I mean, she actually does have the message magic, right?
Oh,
Right. So she trying to concentrate, use this kind of like message phone magic, try and contact him. Um, however, Sing Susie, she looks terrified. Like I said,
yeah.
she kind of like walks over to you and she kind of like grabs the side, she kind of like just like grabs your arm or like holds onto your arm, all right.
Yeah,
And
seeing that a mother, she's gonna put an arm around her and like pull her close and like keep talking to this lady.
So, hey, real quick, while I thought about it and I heard Mother, should we roll for where Kabari shows up?
oh yeah, give me a sec.
Sweet lord.
I was like,
Give
I
me
just
a
remembered we
sec.
have a child in our possession.
Oh yeah, you have a child. Remember, she could
Whole
grow
last
quickly
child.
too. All right. Okay, so she will be sending a message. However, I am also a little intrigued with you, Chris Real, because you have this whole ass laboratory to yourself, or at least you think
You
right
want to be
now.
nice and maybe just put all the halflings down here because they went through first and it was the most stable?
Let me think.
Oh, I
Fine.
choose chaos. We need chaos.
Uh,
Don't
there
we
were
just
12 of
have
them,
all the
right? There were 12 halflings.
There were 30, weren't there?
There were a
30?
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me checking in. Oh yeah, that's right.
Look, I just don't
You know
want a
what? I think
rendition of It's Raining Men by
yeah.
the Weather Girls to happen in the Felorian capital, okay?
Yes, please. Can we at least just all keep them
I'll
together?
say I'll be a nice god today, and I'll say that yes, they will all very shortly all appear there in the
Just
circle,
give me the children.
behind you. Yeah, yeah. It sounds practical. Yep. All right. So yeah, Chris Real, they were there.
Oh, thank God.
All right. They all appear there with you. But what would you do, Chris Real, down there?
I forget. How do I get out?
Oh, you don't
Don't you
remember?
stop.
Crucio probably would remember. I don't.
Roll an intelligence check.
Don't do this to me.
I'll do that to you because it was a little weird, the whole thing there.
Yep. Checks out.
What do you got? Yep,
4.
you don't remember. You're like, wow. Wait, how did I get out of here?
How
Yeah,
do I leave?
don't remember.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just making sure everyone's calm and safe. You know, telling them what not to touch in here. It's like don't go over there with the book stacks. Don't touch the thing in the green tank. Otherwise, just sit tight. Just hang out. It's fine. We'll handle you in a minute.
Yeah, and then one of the halflings says, "Oh no, she sold us. She sold us to some mad mage." And then they all they all begin to panic, basically.
No, we're in the
Oh,
Flooring
no.
capital. This is fine. Oh God.
As they look around and they see this skull over there, you know, the massive bones, the scrolls, the very menacing looking tools and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh boy, what do I have in my spell list today? Thank God I took sending.
What will you
Good
do?
for you.
Ding 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 ding. Send a message to Kevin Oz.
All right. Can you link message to me,
Sending.
please? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's the one that's the range is unlimited, right?
Yes, the one that costs an actual spell slot, not the free message cantrip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Yeah. What do you say?
So, putting my finger to my temple, just thinking and saying, Kevin knows this is Chris Real. I'm in the basement, I think, with 30 halflings. Can you come get us? Thanks.
That
I think that's
sounds
25 worth.
Or
that sounds
Kavanaugh
very
just about to
sus.
expand.
Honestly, like I'm in the basement with like 30 halflings, and they're
There's
all
no
naked, by the way.
there's no
They're all naked.
non-suspicious or
Uh,
normal way to say that.
I promise it's not weird. Okay.
Don't ask why they're
Oh
naked.
no. No. All right. Okay. So you cast sending, Christopher. Would you do anything else in the meantime? Would you mess with anything, or would you really just stay put there?
I'm just trying to calm the masses and tell them no, they are not being sold to a mad mage. This is the Tower of Kevin He's trustable. We're gonna get out of here in a minute. It's fine. Please stop screaming.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Yeah, you put your efforts into trying to calm everyone down. At least you try. Here in the room. Good. Good. All right.
Kevin is getting like
And
50 simultaneously messages.
Uh-huh.
yeah, he. Oh my God, this is his everyday. All right, he's used to it. He's used to
Oh
this
man.
bullshit. Yeah. But all right, if you do that, then back to you, Rose.
Boy, it sure is crowded up here.
Boy.
You would once again hear the very loud sound of teleportation magic above you, top of a dome, and yeah, you'd hear it. You'd hear the sound of a little girl like screaming up there, right? Just like this very this loud high pitched scream up there. Yeah. As you're still banging on the window, right? As you're holding onto the windowsill. I think you're down there.
Yes. And I'm also like kind of half shouting and trying to see who keeps showing up.
All right. You still
But
only hear
I'm
like
gonna just
screaming.
yes. I am probably not as loud as I want to be, but still very loud for somebody with such small lungs.
All right. I seem to hear Shalin's voice say, "It's Ishmelia. I've got her."
Good to hear. But I'm still like, I'm gonna start looking around and trying to just start bang. I'm about to start banging on windows, mage hand, that are in range.
Alrighty. Now,
Oh,
ladies and gents, who wants to roll for baby?
I do it.
Who? Ellie?
Ellie.
All right.
Baby on the roof party. Baby on the
No,
Good God,
no,
why,
no,
why,
no, no.
why does it every time? I can't roll anything but
L-
a 6 on this stupid D6.
Literally, she appeared in the dangerous place she could have spawned
Yes, of
I
course.
love that
by far.
nobody else has rolled like what? Is it 4?
No, there's been no 4s or 3s. Only 1, 2, 5, 6. There is no such thing as 3 and 4.
I guess you'll never know. No. Oh God. So once again, there's like the sound of a teleportation magic, and at this point, you are just nervous, Rose. And uh, yeah, I'd see Baby appears, but thankfully Shalin's there, so he'd probably catch Baby too,
Certainly.
right? He'd probably carry her. All right.
I imagine the
Uh,
child is screaming.
but hmm, let's see. Let's see with whom we're gonna deal first. Why don't everyone roll initiative?
Okay.
All right, and we'll see how we'll go dealing with situations. Giving each one of you a little bit of time and time to deal with your current situations until you all gather back together.
Did you want to give us a
Thank God.
thingy? Okay, we couldn't
Don't
click
worry
our
about the
card
tracker.
token.
Yeah, don't worry.
In classic Crusader fashion, I'm last.
All right.
But amazingly, those are some. God, why can't we roll that in combat? What the fuck, people?
Yeah,
What the
that is
fuck?
ridiculous. So I think first one in the list is actually Sing, right?
Yep.
So, Sing, turning back to your scene, all right, going back to your scene. you you're kind of just standing there, and you see Lucia. She seems to be sending spell to to Kevinus, using a scroll, by the way. All right. It seems that down there in her little like desk office space, she has a lot of like scrolls of sending precisely to just use them for convenience and speak with Kevinas or anyone else in the tower or anyone else really that she might need to speak to. Um, so she grabs one of the scrolls. She begins concentrating on the magic as she begins contacting Kevinas. She says something along the lines of this. she'd say, "Oh, Kevinos, yeah, there's this girl. I think you know her. She is with the Dragonborn priestess." And then she like just says that. You know, it has to be like limited-ish message. So she fits that there. And let's see. Yeah, so basically she does this. She looks at you again, saying, and says, "All right, the message has been sent. Um, sure, yes, you may go up with him. See him in his office. Should I show you the way, or do you remember?"
Let me roll.
All right.
I think I can find my way up.
She nods and says, "Very well, and welcome."
Thank you.
All right. Yeah,
Oh,
you
guide
could
the
go
little
up.
baby dragonborn.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Kevinos's
could go
brain
up
must be so busy right
unless you would want to stay down here, sing, and
I don't want to stay down here with all these people looking at me.
mess around if you want. You could speak with them, but yeah, it's up to you.
I ain't about that life.
Okay, so you're just gonna go up.
Yes, we do about business.
All right, you're all about the business.
All about the business.
All right. So actually, do you Sparrow remember how you went up the first time you came here?
Not really. I think it's like, oh wait, no, it's like there's like elevator circle things, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes.
It was more than teleportation circle. It was more like this magic that would um make you like levitate up
Yeah.
towards the floor you needed, like very, very, very quickly. I remember both you and Christopher using that and almost feeling like you were gonna puke the first time. Remember?
Yep.
You were both like, "Ugh." But yeah. So, you would walk into, basically it would be like a little halfway there, where you see hallway. Sorry, hallway there. That you would see there are some circles, but there are also ones that are hidden behind some sets of plate armor. All right. You remember
Yep.
that to go to Kevinas, you would have to go through one that would be behind a set of full plate armor. So, remembering that, uh, you would move towards it, and the real question is: would you send the Dragonborn girl first, or would you go first?
I think I'll probably go first, but stay close. Kind of like, okay, so just explain it to her vaguely to make sure she doesn't get lost.
All right. So you go first.
Yep. Go first, show how it works.
All right. Yeah, you go in, and you feel almost as if you were being sucked, right? Inside this like very tight, like 5 foot square like space almost. Uh, However, in a matter of just a few seconds, you arrive in the office. All right, and let me actually change it. Give me a sec. You would pop out behind this other set of armor you see in the art.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the armor would kind of like just magically move, creating this like little space where you would basically just jump out into the office. All right, and as you enter uh, the office, saying, I think you know the scene you would see, right?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Right. So you kind of like just pop up, and oh well, you'd see Vrelix. You'd see Themilia, you'd see Narciar, you'd see a broken floor and desk over here. You'd see Kevinos, and you would also see a blonde woman and a half-orc woman there as well. Which I believe you might know their names.
Maybe.
Yeah. If not, they'd probably introduce themselves again. But it seems that you've gathered with the group, as very shortly after, Susie's also pops out from behind here as well. And she still seems like very nervous. You're maybe guessing she hasn't been outside Dorvin a lot in the past. Like, yeah. But she's there. She's trying her best. And let's see. All right, I think we'll leave it there for now. Saying, all right, as the
Yep.
group begins gathering together. But let's see who would be next. I think it would be
Rosemary
you,
on the
Rose,
roof.
right? Yep.
The roof group.
All right. So roof group. Rose, I believe you're like just banging on this window.
Yes, and I am
What are you
also.
saying? Are you like help or what? What are you saying?
Yeah, help, let us in, and also, just kind of casting Mage Hand every once in a while. Every time I see a window around, just like using that to knock politely on the window.
All right. So to knock on the other windows, there are multiple windows.
Yeah. Yes,
there.
all of the windows that I can see that are within 30 feet of me are getting knocked on very politely by this Mage Hand and then pointing in my direction.
All right.
The Mage Hand just kind of floats around, and it's like, it knocks, and then it points in my direction, and then it moves on to the next window.
All right. So, as you knock with your mage hand at the other window at maybe about, it's like maybe like 10-ish feet away from the position you are now hanging, grabbing onto the windowsill, you see the window opens. Rose, the window kind of just, and it opens, and you see a head kind of like just pops out of that window, kind of like just starts looking around. I would assume you call for its attention, right?
Yes. I'd also like it noted that I'd imagine people around here probably still remember Rosemary, since this is where I went to school.
Yeah. Well, not you. You didn't went to school at the
I
tower,
went to
but
school,
the
yeah,
university,
in town,
right? Yeah,
but I was
in
also
town,
around
definitely.
here a lot with Kevin Oss and Chris Doriel, and
You were. Yeah. All right.
so I'd imagine Rosemary's hijinks are very well known.
Oh yeah, indeed. But all right. Yeah, like I was saying, so you see this head, and you see this. It looks like a young man. Kind of like just looks out. Him, I think you met. Let me show you. You see the picture?
Yes, but remember, I wasn't here the last time they were with Kevin Oss. I hadn't really been back since I left to go
That's
meet.
right.
that's
You don't remember
that's
Mushroom Head
right.
Boy.
You don't
Yeah.
remember? Do you remember him, Chris Real?
Vaguely.
All right.
So I haven't been back since we left to go on our whole mission.
All right.
So it's great to see everybody, but at the same time, ah!
All right. Yeah. So you see, so you basically, yeah, yeah, that's right. You haven't come to the Confederate capital, right, in the campaign.
Yep. I don't
Alright.
think we've ever been back. Or I haven't ever been back, because I went to Bellamore while everybody was here.
Yeah, I remember. So you see this young man, definitely like a teen, as kind of like just like yeah, looks outside, looks at you. However, he doesn't seem familiar to you, Rose. Like you've never seen him before in all these years you've spent here at the university and at the tower, hanging out. Um, and this boy definitely looking like a bard. He wears this very sophisticated hat, right? Very colorful as well. It has this combination of kind of like the reddish and orange, leathery colors. He looks at you and says, What are you doing out there? Are you? Oh, I see. I see.
Story short, but teleportation circle went slightly awry.
Is this something
It
romantic? He asks.
Sure, if that gets you to bring me in, but there's also some other guys up there and they're like pretty stuck too. So Kevin Us is a good I'd almost say buddy of mine. Will you please get him to come help us?
He's like just staring at you and says, Were you going to have an orgy?
Oh my god.
It is a
I
bard.
might if I get down from here.
It is a bard, you say. Oh boy, yeah. What do you say, Rose?
I said, if I can get down from here, I might just from the sheer joy of being alive. So
All
would
right.
you mind helping, please? Kevin Haas?
Wait, but I want to know how do you get up there?
Told you teleportation circle went awry. It was my first time casting it, and I didn't exactly have all the right components. So please, there's other people that need help too.
Hmm. Fine, I'll do it. You owe me though.
I'll give you a kiss if you'll just fucking let us down.
No, 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 no. No, not that. Something else. I'll
We'll
let you know.
see.
You see his
Alright,
head
fine.
like just disappear there for a second.
It's like, are you really in a place to negotiate?
I know.
God. Exactly.
All right, but you wait there a little bit, for maybe like a few minutes. But give me a sec. I gotta check something. Because like I said, Boreax does have the fly spell.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna like kind of swing over a little bit, like lean up just a little bit to see if he left that window open. And if he did, I'll yell up to Voryax, there's a window open!
All
Did he
right,
close the window behind him?
it's not close. No.
So yeah, I'll yell up to Voryax and let him know that there's an open window available now.
All right. Now, okay, yeah, you say this, and Boreax says, "All right, I'll send my father and my sister, little girl, first. Okay."
Of course, they're more important. Please.
Cast the spell on them first. You hear him. However, Rose, after you waited maybe like 5 minutes, you can hear voices coming from the other side of the closed window that you're holding onto the windowsill, right? And you hear this voice. This female voice sounds like says, "What are you doing, you pervert? Out of my room! Out!" And you hear a voice say, "No, no, no, no! There's this fling." And the voice says, the female voice says, Oh, I see. One of your other stories, one of your other tricks, falling this time, Volston.
I'm like banging on the window.
Just help!
All right. I've been banging for like 20 minutes. You son of
Yes, exactly.
a- All right. And okay, if you do that, you'd hear the female voice, and it'll say, "Who did you pay this time for this prank, for this trick?" Volston, I'm so telling on you this time. I swear. And you hear like, and you can hear this footsteps walking towards the window. Rose, you keep banging on the window. Okay, I'll take that as a yes, maybe. As you hear the footsteps, and the window is opened. By the way, you didn't exactly see the other side since there were curtains, right? That were covering the other side, but you very quickly see, yes, this other young woman. She'd move the curtains. You'd see her. She'd see you, and she'd very slowly open the window to you, Rose.
As soon as my feet hit the ground, I am just hugging it. And then I'm hugging her.
All right. This Rose is a gnome, young woman. So
Perfect. So we're
she
even better size for me to do that too.
exactly. So she is roughly your side. As as you hug her, she kind of like she kind of like looks back at this other boy, and she says, "What did you do to her, Colston? What?"
Him.
And this bard, he says, "I, you owe me." He looks at you, Rose.
That's fine. I'll figure it out later. But yes, hi, hello. I am Rosemary, the wizard. I'm a good friend of Kavanaugh's. I'm so glad to be on ground. And I'm like kind of yelling vaguely out the window. Relix! No, not Relix. Everybody else! Hello!
Voryax.
I made it on the ground!
Yeah. The names are a little confusing, right?
He added another
Reacts.
V to our party.
Yeah.
Yes.
V, and then there's V. All right,
V, 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 V.
V. All right. So yeah, you're there. Yeah, then Voryax would use his magic and cast it on Jmelia first. And I would say he would cast it on Jmelia and Shalini at the same time, so they can both like fly side by side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wait, let me see. I don't think he can do it because I
Yeah,
think it's
flies concentration unless you
Yep.
upcast it.
Then he will upcast it. Yep.
4th level
He
spell
has
slot
spell slot.
down.
Yep. He'll upcast the spell, use it at the same time both. And yes, Rose, you would see them eventually kind of like just descend down to like the window frame, and they'd get in to the room as well. Which, by the way, I haven't described the room. It's basically a dormitory up here. All right. So it's a relatively small, um, room considering it's also housing a gnome, right? Which she introduces herself as Year, by the way. I'll write it down for everyone. Give me a sec. And I think you heard the name of the other bard, young man, which is Folston, right?
Yes.
There you go. All right. So yeah, you are currently now inside this room, and for his last spell slot for fly, um, Boryax would cast it on himself, and then fly over to the window as well and enter the tower.
Kavari.
Yeah,
Kavari's up there too.
Kavari was being carried by
Yeah,
Shalin.
she got carried in by Shaolin. We
Okay,
weren't
cool.
leaving
Yeah.
her alone.
Yeah, no, no. Yeah, also not flying by herself. Uh, so yeah, she was already
Come
being
on, trust the kid.
by Shalin. She's like 5 years old, I think. So still very young. However,
Trust the kid.
you make it over there, Rose, and I think you made it very clear that it's urgent that you see Kevinas, right?
Yeah. No, big time. Definitely dropped his name several times now.
All right, and I think you maybe perhaps know the tower, Rose, so you'd know your way to his office from the top of the tower. All right,
Yeah. I
and
probably found my way up to the dormitories a few times, if nothing else, but to drink with friends.
exactly. So so maybe you start leading the rest of the Yetesh and Kavari to Kevin's office, and hmm, let's see that yeah, as you're leaving very quickly, this year girl and Folson, both of them kind of like just watch you leave, and Folson once again says, hey, remember, you owe me. I'll speak with you later.
I kind of wave him off and just, yeah, you got it.
All right. All right. Yeah, and you start going to Kevin's office. Now it would I think it would be Frelik's turn. However, since everyone's already there except Chris Real, I think we'll do you, Chris Real.
I mean, I'm waiting for help.
Yeah.
So it's okay
Fair.
if something else happens first.
Yeah. So you send a message to Kevin's, right? I remember saying that you were down in the basement with 30 halflings.
What a sentence.
Oh boy, that could get you into prison, you know.
For what?
It's just very sus. All right. Anyway, so you send the message, and I'd say that is as everyone is like gathering in this office space. Uh, Kevinos would say, "All right, I'll go find Kristril and her 30 small folk. I'll be right back. All right, just one, make yourselves comfortable. I've got food." And I've got food. He points like over here, right? Drinks. So please help yourselves. And he begins walking over to the armor over here. So would the rest of you guys in the party stay there at the office?
I'd grab
Anyway.
some food and I'd sit on the broken table.
Yeah, there's a lot of fruit. So there's a lot of like grapes and apples and pears and oranges, and there's also quite a few bottles of different wines, vodkas. You know, from all over Atraria, of course. Yeah, definitely grab some food if you like fruit, of course.
This.
Would Valix actually like food? It's actually a good question.
Most likely not, but he'll grab an entire pear and he'll try and eat it in one go.
Oh god.
It'll look like a
Of course.
struggle.
But why?
All right. By the way, as Kevin is also like leaving the room, trying to deal with this whole situation, seeing you puke on the floor again.
Oh god.
Yeah. So everyone's kind of like just chilling there. Perhaps Euros are like barely entering the room, not via the like weird magic elevator here, but some stairs, right? So the
Uh-huh.
Tower Tower would actually be connected via some other stairs. More traditional means of connecting the tower together than just this magical elevator. So we're just like entering the room, Rose, with Shalin, Kavari, and Shmelia, and yeah, seeing you just puke, like no warnings for anyone.
Yeah, just frozen. That's very embarrassing.
And I think Familia would walk over to you, saying and say like, "Oh my, are you okay?" She would try and like help you out there.
Yeah, just the elevator portal thingy. It's you know. I gotta go sit down.
And and you definitely know it's not that.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
want people knowing though.
All right. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Kivanos he kind of like disappears there. The plate armor there kind of like just magically moves and he jumps down all the way over there. Um, Chris Real. So you would see him pop out of here. Basically the wall. So the wall would kind of like open a little. The wall kind of like just open and he'd just fall right in. And did he begin like very slowly walking towards you? We'd say something? Say anything?
Well, considering how I look now compared to when I last saw him, it's probably not looking at him, no. It's kind of like head down, hands folded.
All right. Let's see. I think he'd probably look at you. And he'd shake his head as he begins walking to the range to where he is within like 5 feet of you
And there's all these halflings.
and says, "Please tell me you didn't open another stupid book or anything like that."
No, as far as I'm aware, I died, and things happened.
You what?
It's a long story.
Uh, First of all, I see your family here. So first, I'm glad that you managed to survive out there. But how? Is the situation bad? Terrible? Impossible?
He keeps. We were held hostage in Dorvin and escaped through secret passages my mother knew of. We ran into forest for some time until we came across some ruins where we found all these people, gesturing, being held hostage as well.
Like just leans over a little, sees all of the halflings, 30 of them.
And Rosemary decided we would try something a little risky and use unconventional methods to teleport everyone here instead of trying to get through the forest to the capital.
Good, good. Where's Sprout? I haven't seen him.
Look at
Has
him
he?
quizzically as I say, well, where is everyone else? It's just me and them.
No one else is upstairs in the office. We'll get there, but where's Sprout?
Do you
Don't tell me.
think he's lost?
Well, I didn't see him.
I don't know. I was not the last to go in, so I'm not sure.
I see. Well, I hope we find him because his family Don't worry about it. I'm glad you're safe, Chrisrael. And your family, too. He'd hug you.
Oh. Yeah, I'll hug him back.
And he'd then look at all of the halflings there.
Behold, my people.
Oh my god. And he'd be like, I can help them. Don't worry. I'll send them up to the lobby with Lucia, and I'll get them proper food and shelter and clothing. Don't worry. It'll be safe here.
That's why I knew we should come here. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Come on, let's go. And then he looks at all of, like, you know, the group of small folk, and he'd say, "Don't worry, you're safe now. I'll get you a place to rest, some food, and some proper clothing. All right, come." And he'd gesture them to join all of you, and as he'd kind of like just walk down back the stairs over here, where he came from, basically. And I would assume you would follow, right, Chrisrael?
Yep.
All right. And to keep things quick, I'd say that he'd send one by one up the elevator
Pew,
all
pew,
of the
pew,
halflings
pew.
to the lobby, as he'd also grab one of the sending scrolls from his bag and contact Lucia up there.
It's like, heads up. We're running a shelter.
Heads up, basically. Yeah. And he'd send them all, and eventually it'd be both of you alone once again. And he would let you go in the magic elevator first, as he'd say, "I'll be right behind you."
Yeah.
Right? You go in?
Yep.
All right. All right. As you both go in, and you once again pop out into this spacious office, and everyone's gathered there. Your whole family, Chrisrael, the party, the broken desk. Well, the half-orc woman and the human are still there too, by the way. As Kevinas enters, and first off sees your vomit there in the floor sink.
Sorry, I could clean that if you give me something.
As Kevinas says, "No need. No need." As he will cast,
Prestidigitation.
yeah, prestidigitation on it. And
Everyone's favorite
just
cleaning
clean
spell.
It. Exactly. He would actually choose the magic himself and clean it there. As he'd then kind of like just walk over to this large window over here, and he kind of like lean. He would like lean over here on the window itself almost, and look at everyone currently inside his office, and say, "Looking at your mother, Familia. I know we didn't have the chance right now to have our formal greeting, but now everyone is here, and let me tell you that I am delighted to see you here, all of you, your children." Shalin, he also kind of like just bows, looking at him. "It's great to have you all here. I obviously heard about the troubles near the Dragon Tooth Mountains and Dorvin, and this whole situation with the Abishai. And again, I'm just glad to see you all here in one piece. However, I see all of you," and he kind of like just scans all of you, including you, Vrelix. Right? You're kind of like the new one here, but you're still covered in blood from that last battle.
Yeah.
Right? And everyone, I believe, is at least a little bloodied, right? I think all of you are missing a little hit points.
To be perfectly
there.
fair, though, I think most of the blood on Vrelix is not his own.
Yeah. Damn, Braylix, you're a beast, man. I love it. Don't worry, you'll get more blood in your sword soon. But yeah, maybe not completely bloody, but definitely you all look tired, right? As Kevinas, not looking at anyone specifically, would say. So, what can you tell me? What can I help you with? If you made it all the way back here, I believe it was for something. And if you're not protecting your home, then I can only assume what that also means. So I'm all ears. As you know, I will keep my word and my promises with the alliance we have. My family and the Yetesh clan.
I will step forward to speak up and say, in the ruins I mentioned before, we were greeted with a messenger, a blue Abishai, who informed us that it will be precisely 1 month their forces descend upon the Felorian capital.
1 month. I see. He seems to be just like thinking. What else can you tell me? Be specific, everyone.
We have reason to believe the leader is a very large dragon, unlike anything I've seen. Sort of looking at my family, because they were around it more, might be able to explain it a bit better, because holy fuck.
Alright. Alright, so you say this, waiting to see if your family speaks up,
Yeah.
correct?
They were
Okay.
around the dragon and held hostage longer, so.
Alright.
Also going to go ahead and speak up and
Go ahead.
as well and just say, and since everyone's finally all here now, I thought you all might want to know. Sprout elected to stay behind. He decided he did not want to come through the portal, wished me luck, and walked away.
To that, I would say Kevinas would look over at you, Sing, and he'd say, "Did you two never make up?"
We did. Why wouldn't he?
I remember it was very intense a while
No,
back.
there was no time for me to ask him why, but I presume he just had enough bad experiences with portals that he refused to trust me. And I can only hope he makes his way back here, but if not, I think he may just have decided that it is time for him to go somewhere else and spend time with some others.
He's always been one, if he gets an idea in his head, he'll stick to it.
I know. It's just feels almost out of character for him. Leaving a group, time like this. But, well, I was his mentor, but I can't judge his decisions. If that is what he chose, I guess I'll just try and contact his family. Let them know that, well, he is no longer with you, Chrisrael, or you, Bruce.
He will
Should
probably
be
go find his way back to them. I hope.
hopefully. Very well. However, before the Yetish clan speaks up about some other details, Vrelix, Sing, would you say anything? Or would you kind of like just remain silent, wait and see what kind of like happens?
I'll just kind of speak up.
Well, I'm not here of my really own volition, but I will represent the Hatveyu clan in this fight.
All right. Yevgenos looks over to you, Vrelix, and says, "The Hatveyu clan. Yeah, I heard you before. How are they doing? Are are they involved in the war too? I would assume, of course, yes, but what happened there? Did the clan fall? Seed?
No. As long as I live, clan shall never fall.
That's a very roundabout way to say everyone but me died, but okay.
I'm probably the most hardened in my clan now, but we will fight.
And will you fight alongside the Yetesh?
I kind of look to the side, look at them.
For now, I shall put this aside. But if
And I look towards Boreax.
he doesn't keep his mouth shut, I don't know how long that will last.
Okay, this is DM, but so you say this at Voryax, like you don't like him speaking?
Specifically how he was acting the first time I met him, so
All
yeah,
right.
fuck him.
Okay.
He's
I remember.
he's an acquired taste.
He is an acquired taste. I confirm. I confirm.
I did want to speak up and say it's about time for me to go.
Okay.
Is there anything
So-
Rose wanted to add to this conversation?
Yes.
Probably just any information she'd have from the halflings, what happened when she got caught up by the ogres, and all that jazz. So, all right. Love you guys.
All right.
You guys have a great week, and I'll see you next weekend.
Have fun at work.
I am
See
off
you
on
next
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah. All right.
Go get buff lifting paint cans and shit.
Yeet yeet.
Noot noot.
All right. All right. Yeah, I think we'll keep going for a little bit because oh boy, specifically
Debriefing time.
Yeah, no, and specifically for this one, which I told you that although it is a lot of downtime, there were still a lot of things to plan.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that I was very very busy. I think I might still need a little bit more, and also I will need everyone to tell me more or less what they think they'd like their character to do during this time.
Oh,
We're not
I've
gonna
been doing
simply
some
time
planning,
skip them.
baby.
Yeah, yeah. And don't worry, we're not gonna necessarily just one session to another. Just oh yeah, time skip. No, I am actually gonna have some like side missions there to make the game fun. Like to have some, let's just say, some sessions out of like the very intense plot of the war, right?
You mean everything being bad forever?
Exactly. So don't worry. Yeah, it'll be fun. Just let me know. So I have ideas for different like little quests and interactions we could have during that kind of like basically montage of the preparations. But yeah, let's see. So Sparrow, you good? You hear us? Sparrow? What is going
Should
on?
I say her cursed name? She said my Discord being a bitch.
I love the hashtag new final boss unlocked with Sprout. Oh my god. Who knows? Maybe you will see him again. Maybe not. All right, let's see.
She said, okay, she texted me, it's Discord down, it's being really weird for me. Right now I can't connect. I'm gonna tell her to restart her computer.
Oh boy.
But you were
you
talking to Vralik, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. However, this is gonna be kind of important-ish.
You wanna pause it for a second, take a pee break?
Sure.
Pee break.
Sure. Maybe before even your family could speak up, Chrisrael, it seems that Rose is already kind of like explaining to everyone, right?
What she can
The
from
whole
her end.
situation. Yeah, like her short little adventure as well, her solo adventure.
That you didn't tell us about,
there.
so maybe you should tell us a quick summary? Because no one here
Alright.
knows.
Yep.
That is right. Yeah, you never knew, right?
Yes, because you didn't let us in the sessions because you said it was for her alone.
Yeah, you never heard her little shenanigans. Alright. So she would speak something first about meeting her family again back in Bellamore, her home town in the Shirelands, right? Where she did spend time with her mother and her brothers there. Um, it also seemed that there had been a lot of Falarite Empire soldiers that had been stationed in in the Shirelands. Um, it is said at least, or at least she gathered the information that they were there because of the whole Abishai situation. But it all still seemed very sketchy to her, right? She stayed there for a while with her family, but then eventually also left because she had to, well, regroup basically with all of you. Um, so she got a ride from from a very old, funny wagon driver named Bernard, and she traveled with him for quite a few days. Um, and then, after a few days of basically just traveling with Bernard, relatively peacefully, just the very occasional monster attacks, she was ambushed by a group of mercenaries and bandits, basically, and they captured her and then eventually sold her to like the giant folk. And that's why she was there. Crying and trapped.
Baby girl.
When you found her, remember? Yeah, I think, yeah.
We found her, we saved her.
Yeah, right. So I'll definitely let Ellie fill in a little more of the details later. But it was definitely an adventure.
A proper halfling adventure.
Exactly. So, she would have, roughly given you all this information about her beautiful adventure. And your mother, Kurzweil, would then speak. Right? And, well, obviously, first acknowledge Rose's story, right? But then continue on with what you had said before, Kurzweil. She would look at Kevinas and say, Lord Kevinas, this is unlike anything we've ever seen. The Avishai. Most of us here, we've seen them in action. And they will not stop. Until they conquer and slave everything and everyone in Droisia. maybe even all of Atraria. We
Mother,
need to
you.
speak. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Looking over and say, Mother, you. Everyone else were there for a while longer. I didn't fully see everything, but am I to understand that the ritual they were conducting was an attempt to turn Nersier into an Abishai?
She would look at you, Crisrael, now specifically. Even she would kind of like, um, she would kind of maybe like glance over at Vrelix too, and she'd say, "There has been something that us, the Dragonborn, have been keeping secret for as long as we've been here in Atraria.
Oh shit, we're getting plot.
And everyone in the family knows except you, since, well, you know you weren't here with us. And when you arrived, well, the situation was difficult. But the Abishai, they weren't trying to turn Narsia into Abishai. Rather, they were unlocking what is our true nature. As in reality, we once looked like them as well. All of us. However, when we arrived here, in this land, it changed as we were blessed by Bahamut. We were enlightened in the ways of peace, art, now, and she would now at this moment look over at you, Vrelix, not actually looking at you. It was said, and this was long ago, that some Abishai were transformed into pure beings than others. And for hundreds of years, the Yetesh and the Hatfeju, well, there was war. As it was believed that the chromatic dragonborns were closer to our Abishai cousins. So in truth, it is a fact. We share blood with them. Does Real say anything? Or even you sing? You were there.
I'm pretty surprised by all this too, and I barely understand what's going on.
Bruh, nah, that's some mic drop shit.
This is a lot.
Real just like standing there, contemplating.
Just, like, jaw slack open a bit. Like, holy shit, that is. Wow, oh boy. This woman just upheaved my whole entire childhood and religious upbringing. Think is there a chair near Chris Rail?
No. Well, maybe the stools that the half-orc woman and the human woman were sitting there. But
Those are going to be requiesced because Chris Rail is knees shaking. She needs to sit down.
and even Themilia, she seems frustrated by this, by the words that are coming out of her mouth, as she sees you and says, shaking her head in almost like disappointment. Hamlet was never truly our father. This place, this land, it is true. It has never been our real home. As Avishai, Metallic, Chromatic, Dragonborns, and Avishai, we all share the same home. It was never a battle between Bahamut and Tiamat. It's just been a battle of brothers and sisters all along.
Damn.
Do you say anything, Chris Real?
Ah.
You, Braylix?
Chris Rail is stunned.
The fuck can one say?
I don't know about Fralix. Fralix is little brain. I don't know.
Yeah, Braylix, what are you gathering from this? Like, what do you say?
Raelix is just, thinking about probably like, it was like, oh, we share the same blood. So Raelix is kind of saying like,
We may even share the same blood, but I do not care. If I have to drop every single drop of my own blood to get you out, I would. We are not brothers or sisters in my eyes. Because you have not proven it is so.
Hey. You still stunned, Chris Real?
Yeah, no, Chris, oh. Oh. Bro, you can't, that is, oh boy. Yeah, Chris Rail's just, like, sitting on her little stool, like, hands folded on her knees, looking down, staring holes through the floor, just, like, brain going a mile a minute.
Heard your own mother, who taught you all about your faith, the Bahamut was never truly your father, as Dragonborn.
It's like, bro, you lied to me my whole fucking life.
You know what? I think that's where we're gonna leave the session.
Oh
I think this,
boy,
yeah,
wow.
I think this one is a good point, actually. So that you can think over how would you react for next one.
and here comes my brother with a character that is the son of Bahamut. Let's go.
Oh jeez.
You already got like a half daughter Tiamat over here, so sure, why the fuck not?